Shalom. I give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Ruchakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone, Haruah. Peace, blessing, and citation to the elect that's pushing his word, risking their lives to do so. Push his word throughout the four corners of the earth. Lord willing, this video here is edifying. Through the Spirit, I had found an article about Donald Trump, how he pulled out of Syria, and asking Erdogan, of Turkey to meet. They were supposed to have a meeting or whatever the case is, but basically I couldn't find the article. I think the article's messing up, man. But Slovakia, what basically they pulled out of Syria fighting the Syrian soldiers, and also also the ISIS was in Syria as well, and they pulled out, basically pulled all the soldiers out. And now if you know any history going back a couple years, you had the conflict where there was blame being pushed on Syria, on Assad, but Bashar al-Assad, of the president of Syria, that he basically sprayed chemicals and a chemical attack on his own citizens, man. And they was blaming it on him, which Assad was actually voted in. You know what I'm saying? Assad was actually voted in by the people. He wouldn't, that was just an actual frame up on him. And I believe it was mustard gas, and killed a lot of those the children they had, over there in Syria. And now they framed him out to be the bad guy. You see, that's what Esau does. He does proxy wars. You know what I'm saying? And he tries to frame people for things that he's done, or he backs other people, like he backs ISIS, man. He backs ISIS financially. That's a corporate group. That's the big boogie, man. That's a corporate group, man. I'm gonna play this video of this madman, this bullshitter here.
We do get along great with the Kurds. We're trying to help them a lot. Don't forget, that's their territory. We have to help them. I want to help them. Go ahead. What's next? They fought with us. They fought with us. They died with us. They died. We lost tens of thousands of Kurds died fighting ISIS. They died for us and with us and for themselves. They died for themselves. But they're great people. And we have not forget. We don't forget. I don't forget what happens someday later, but I can tell you that I don't forget. These are great people.
So there you have it. He doesn't forget. This world's so fake, acting like they're fighting the terrorists, man. It's just a crock of bull, man. That's why we got to get out of this place, man. The kingdom of heaven has to be issued, because it's straight up war. Straight up war. It's never gonna end, man. Over nonsense. You see. Yeah, he's backing the Kurds, but Turkey, they're a asset to the United States right now, but not for long. You know what I'm saying? Not for long, man. I had a word too. I looked up that Esau uses. This is a form of this is a word I like, man.
Subterfuge.
The word subterfuge, a deceit used in order to achieve one's goal. Subterfuge. All right, and similar words is trickery, intrigue, deviousness, invasion, deceit, deception, dishonesty. That's you saw the so-called white man's mo is being deceitful and dishonest by what by paying off mercenaries and those Ishmaelites, those so-called Arabs, to dress up like ISIS, the all black and drive Toyotas, man, and behead people. All right, and call them ISIS, man, Israeli. Slakia, and call them ISIS, and that they're unstoppable when they made the whole thing up. They were they were paid and paid, backed by the United States government. It's already being declassified. All right. Well, how come how come they have Twitters and you know able to recruit people online so much? When that they can track, the government, the NSA, FBI can track anybody that they want to, man. So how it's not possible? It's definitely some bullshit, man. But subterfuge they use, they act like they're fighting an enemy, which the enemy's on their side, so they're like a double agent. All right, and they've been doing that for a while, man. Hey, the elite's been doing that for hellas, man. They've been doing that, since basically inception of this place. I don't know why it's messing up. I'm gonna just get it on my hard sword. Slock it. This is Genesis 27. Genesis, the book of Genesis 27 and 40. Start at 39. And Isaac, his father, answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and the dew of the heaven from above. And by the sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. Is that what I wanted? Yeah, kind of. So, hey, it says, from the sword thou shalt live. So, the blessing was just the blessing from by the Most High. Yahweh was to give Esau the sword and the fatness of the earth, and have a precept up. I'm a precept it up with that, man. I can't technically show you. Got my phone acting weird. Habakkuk 2 and 5, because it goes with him having the fatness of the earth. Meaning he already thinks, he thinks he's entitled. He has entitlement issues. He thinks he owns every piece of land. He thinks he thinks he can go wherever he want to go. So this is Habakkuk 2 and 5. It says, "Yet also, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gather unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people." Kind man, So hey man, the scriptures also talk about his being the border of wickedness. So in every piece of land, every land that has a border, he's there. If he's there in that place, man, he's gonna be wicked. And it's wicked to deceive people, man. To act like you fighting for the greater good. To be the hero, like you're the good guy, Superman. But really, you're here to be evil. You're here to be a devil, man. That's what who Esau is. We don't trust him. And Trump talking about some we don't forget. You know, 9/11 we don't forget. We never will forget. Which they made that up. And Saddam Hussein or Osama bin Laden was actually a CIA asset. All right. I don't give a fuck if you think that's just a conspiracy, man. All right. It's rock solid. Look it up. If you don't understand, you don't believe it, it's too bad for you. It's too late. All right. That's truth, man. All right. Oh, but it's on the internet. You can't supposed to believe everything. Yeah, whatever, man. To hell with you unbelievers. Kind of had this a proxy war. That's a big one that Esau uses, man. Proxy wars. He uses that big time to get things passed that he wants, man. He uses proxy wars.
Proxy war.
A war instigated proxy war says a war instigated by a major power which does not itself become involved. So yeah, man, like I read, subterfuge and proxy war. He doesn't get himself involved technically by being seen. He plays behind the scenes. You know, that's just like paying some like how 2/3 niggas do. They pay runners to go run their dope for them. So really, he supplies them like he supplied these fucking ISIS members. He supplies them for whatever tools they need and whatever they need. And when they run back, they can restock. You see, when they get low, they can come back and do what they have to do to restock, man. You know, and that's what so-called white man does. He plays a proxy war, so you can't really call him out on it because you don't see him. You don't know that he's doing it behind the scenes he's doing it, man. And he gets called out. He gets called out by the acts that he does. He bombs different places. And leaves behind evidence that he was there. He leaves behind evidence where it's to know it traces back to him. Cause he's fucking retarded. All right. So that's how he gets down. He's a coward with it. He's not gonna address you face to face like a man and fight. He's gonna be sneaky behind it. That's why he's called the serpent. He's called the snake, the devil. You know. But hey, man, that's all I had. Lord willing, it was edifying. And he's gonna come. Everything he does is devilish, man. Especially us come against the men of the Lord. Deceitful. He's gonna be lying. You know. If I can find that article, I'm gonna link it to the video. With that, all praise to Yahweh Bashim Yahshai Bashim Rakakash Barakatah, double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Rule well, peace, blessing, and salutation to the elect. Let's push in His word through truth and sincerity. With that, I say Shalom.